Okay, we are back for the third Antwerp barrel-aged Imperial Stout by Galea Craft Beers. This one is the exact same as last time, 14.5% ABV, Imperial Stout with coffee beans, vanilla, cocoa beans and cinnamon, malted barley, malted wheat, water, hops and yeast. However, this one is aged for 24 months, you guessed it, in Blantons Bourbon barrels. I'm so curious. We went from pretty decent to really, really good. So I hope that we can keep up this ascending line, but we'll see. I mean, the pour is the same. Also, pitch black, nothing coming through. Some nice brown foam, so pretty much the same. Foam dissipating very quickly. There we go. Runoff seems to be in between the first and the second one, so probably rather sweet as well, but not as sweet as the second one. Although the second one was very pleasant, so that might not be a problem. Oh, again, this is quite different, and it seems like this one is in between the other two. It leans more towards the Heaven Hill. Again, very chocolatey. Quite a bit of vanilla. I do feel like the cinnamon is slightly stronger in this one. But again, very, very pleasant scent, very pleasant aroma. Quite a bit of alcohol here. Yeah, it does smell really, really nice. I feel like this is a bit more complex than the last one, but maybe a bit less than the first one. But we'll compare them after I tasted this. So let's have a taste. Cheers. Oh, wow. They say that looks can be deceiving, but so can aromas. This flavor is really something. I might get a hint of coffee, but it feels like the Café Noir biscuits. But it is mainly really, really, really chocolatey. And also quite boozy. It is stronger than the last one, or at least that is how I experienced this. More alcohol, more boozy, more chocolate, tiny hint of coffee in there, a bit more cinnamon, a bit less vanilla. So maybe some older barrels, or I don't know, maybe again not empty barrels. But yeah, absolutely fantastic brew. Whew. I do get quite a dose of woodiness in here as well, quite astringent. Yeah, I do feel like this is somewhere in between the first two. The aftertaste is softer or thinner than the other ones. It lingers a bit less long. And in the aftertaste I do get a bit more coffee, but still it's more like dark bitter chocolate. I do get less of the bourbon flavor in this one. And I mean in the main flavor as well as the aftertaste. So this is a slightly more neutral Imperial Stout. But also very warming, quite boozy. And I actually think that this one would be more for Yo and for other Imperial Stout lovers. This one is way sweeter. This is more for my part of the audience. People that are not that familiar or not that big of a fan of this style.